in an insurance policy so that if they die, we're going to leave their family $25,000. And at the end of 10 years, all that money they're putting away, if you want, if you choose to leave, it's going to help with retention of employees. If you choose to leave, we're going to cash in that policy. We'll give you either the money or you take the policy, whatever you want. They'll get the cash value or the policy. It's up to him. Now, the owner of the policy is the company. The insured and the beneficiary is the family. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's sick. He wrote one check. How much was that?
$140,000.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I really didn't know what that was. So he says, yeah, I'll do it. $140,000 in one sitting, 350 applications. Now, we get in the car, and Mary, I found out that cha-ching, cha-ching was. Every time Mary blinked, freaking eyelids sounded like a cash register. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. She was freaking out. She's doing the math. $140,000. She's going, man, 50% of that, that's 70 grand, that's crazy. And I said, Mary, that's only the beginning. She's like, what? Like this. And I'm thinking, argh! I'm like, Mary, what the hell? Are you trying to get us killed? So there's more? I said, hell yeah. She goes, tell me. I go, I'm not driving while I tell you this, you're gonna kill me. So I pull over, I go, think of this. And I told her, I said, 350 employees, we need some help. Because we gotta bang these out. But for every person we sit down with, we need to make sure that they understand that this is a gift from the company, because I want them to appreciate what Vinny is doing for them. So when they see him, they shake his hand. What's in it for him? He wants appreciation. I can dig it. I understand. Dig it. We're gonna accumulate this anyway. But you understand what I'm talking about. Now, on top of that, for every person we speak with, we have to make a personal appointment with them, because we need to do it properly to make sure they're properly covered at home. Now, for every application we take, how many leads are we going to get?
8.
So do the math. So we wrote 350 applications, and for everyone, that's 350 more applications because we got to see them at home. 350 times 350 is how much?
700.
How much?
350 times 3.
350 plus 350 is how much?
700.
Times 2?
14.
That's 1,400. So far, remember, we got the first 350, then we got the husband and wife. That's 350 plus 350 is what?
700.
So now we're going to do 700 times 8, because we get 8 leads. How much? 5,600 opportunities. Out of that, we got 2,100 applications. Do you see how the simple math works? That was sick. And no, I didn't write it by myself. I had my whole team do it. There were only 4 or 5 of us. I had them do it. But I told every one of them, you screw this up, don't oversell the client. You got to make sure that they appreciate it, that the owner's doing this for them. You got to appreciate the fact that you have to see them at home to make that's part of the deal. You have to appreciate the fact that you don't oversell them. Sell them what they can afford, because they're not making a lot of money.
Right.
And we also have to appreciate the fact that we did a good deal, we get their agreement. We're going to set, how many leads? 8? 8 leads per application. Are you going to write everybody? No. You made a hell of a lot of money doing what you do, right? Isn't that sick? That's how I got my 2,100 applications. Isn't that crazy? I'm not joking, that's how I did it. And I'm not magical, I'm not better than you. I just happen to know where the hell the salt is in the cupboard, and I'm showing you where it is. So the first story was what? The Pink Story campaign. That's what I really did that with Mary. The second was a church. What was the third one? Uber. That's recruiting. What was the fourth one?
Business.
The business that I went to. The idea of simplified issue life insurance. Bill and I, if you don't mind me sharing this, Bill and I were talking about a situation he's got. He's got right now a case, same thing, list bill. Well, they don't do list bill. So what? I'm a great kind of guy. I want to find out, we're going to figure out a way how to do it. Very similar to what happened here. That's why I do right away what we're talking about. I'm going to give you another idea. Write this down. The state, I want you to get on Google and type in the state where you're in, and type in the letters W-A-R-N. So if you're in New York, write down New York, W-A-R-N. You're in Maryland, Maryland, W-A-R-N. You're in Ohio, Ohio, W-A-R-N. Google it. What does this say on your forehead?
That's in it for me.
Let me show you what I've been doing on the past 3 weeks. A young lady I was talking to in California brought this up, and I did this years ago, and I forgot all about it, and here we are again. We took off. What's in it for me for a state? A state does not like the fact when a regular corporation goes bankrupt, shuts down, or merges, because they're losing property taxes. Oh yeah, can I set up please?
Yes, sir.
They're losing property taxes, thank you. Can I set it up? They don't like that. They're losing revenue. Property taxes, sales taxes, they'll lose it all. They also don't like the fact when these companies lay people off, because people are gonna go into unemployment insurance, it's raiding their treasury. They get pissed, excuse the French, they get upset. So they wanna shame these corporations, so they force these corporations to post their actions on a website called WARN. Workers Adjustment, I forget what the hell is networking.
It's at the top of that thing.
Yeah, I can't have my glasses. I'll tell you what it means. I always forget, but I know Warren. Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification. That's what it's called. WARN. Just know that. You're fine. So now here's the deal. When you get on your respective website, the state, New York, Louisiana, WARN, you're going to see a list of all the corporations that are about to merge, go bankrupt, close down, and how many employees they're going to lay off, and a date when they're going to lay them off.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Just like that.
This is sick. Now, the gold mine is there, but you got to go through hell to get to it. Here's the rough part. Nothing good is easy. You have to get a hold of the head of human resources.
Okay.
Now, when you do your research and you call up initially, you're going to get the gatekeepers. Because they're being sold by everybody. Remember we said, shut you down before you even say anything. So you have to kind of be smart and get into a little verbal judo. When I finally get the head of whoever the human resources to get to them, I tell them, hi, this is Brandon Ortiz from PHP. We're a training and development company. And we noticed that you're listed on the state as laying people off on this date. What we typically do is provide a bridge, a succession plan for these people about to get laid off so they get a job. And it's free, we don't charge anything. We can use your facilities or ours.
Boom.
It works. Now I will do whatever it takes to get ahead of HR. I'll introduce myself, I don't stop. Or I'll go there physically, knock on the door and visit them. And when we do get there, we explain to them. I don't try to sell them insurance or say we know how to roll a 401k. I don't do anything. I'm not going to sell them because they're going to shut me down. Because everyone's trying to sell them. What they're interested in is a succession plan for the employees that are about to be laid off. That they're interested in because they want to look good in front of the state. Does it make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And now, this is what happens. They're not going to give you the names of those employees.
Right.
It's against the law for them to do so. However, I could go there armed with a flyer saying October 31st, we're having a workshop for them. We can use your facilities or ours. Now, if you don't know Maritza in California right now, last week, she called me up freaking out at 5 o'clock in the morning. She got a hit. This Monday, she's doing a lunch and learn workshop at their facilities. 300 employees. And I told her, she says, what was my message? What do I do? First, take a deep breath. I get excited. I go, take a deep breath, we're going to get this done. I love Maritza. I go, she goes, well, I want to tell them that we can do debt consolidation, we can do this, we can do that. I go, Maritza, erase that. You got two messages. What does it say?
What's
It's
it?
information.
They're concerned about losing their job. They don't know what they're going to do. They're also concerned about their 401k. They don't know what the hell they're going to do with it. Let's address their concerns. You have twofold message. If you're going to their facilities, you're going to give them an appetizer. You're not going to give away the dinner. We got to bring them over. Now, if you're going to use our facilities, we're bringing them to a BOM. You know how BOM works, right?
Yep.
Yes.
You bring them to a BOM. But you got to be professional enough to show them that there's an opportunity here to make money. You do your thing, you do what you do best. However, you need to do it professional enough so that, and let them know that this may not be for you, it's not for everyone. Those who have done it are doing really well. But if it's not for you, I want to give you enough information that we are not an insurance company. We're an insurance agency, which means we're working on your behalf. We don't care about the insurance companies. So when the day comes that you get laid off, we're going to show you how you can roll over that 401k into a proper company that fits your needs. We have access to the best carriers out there. Again, we don't care about them, we care about you. We have a succession plan for both you, and if that doesn't work, that's okay, we can still do your 401k to help you. So you can take your money out of there. Why would I want to do that and get a good interest? If you're at my friend's house, Dave, and we're driving 150 miles out, and we're coming back home, and you left your wallet, you're gonna want to go get it, or you want to leave it there?
Yeah.
Here are the reasons why you want to go get it. While you're there, you can get your money 7 to 10 days. While you're there, they're giving you interest. They're kicking you out of there. Why the hell are you gonna leave your money there? Because even if you do leave it, they're going to give you administrative fees which you don't want to pay. And now if you want to access your money, instead of 7 to 10 days, it's going to take 30 to 60 days. You get my drift? So what she's going to do, it's not going to be at the BOM facilities. She's going to go do a lunch and learn. She's going to provide the message that we're going to have a facility workshop specifically for you. It's an entrepreneurship workshop. And if you like it, great. If you don't, you're going to have other employees there you can talk to. We're going to have a spread of pizza, whatever it is, make it worth their while. And it's going to be on a specific date, and you are going to have a BOM, so you got full house. They walk in, right? What is this? This is crazy. And if they don't do that, at least you have the opportunity to give them information on how you can roll over their 401k. Question, I'm sorry.
So,
What's your name again?
Messina.
I can't hear you.
Messina!
Yes.
To get this right, you're saying if you get, because you're gonna ask the
Yes.
question, we can do it at your facility or ours.
Yes.
If they say, oh yeah, you can do it at ours, you go to them and then basically tell them to come to your facility.
No, and you gotta make the advertiser enticing
Well,
enough
yeah,
that
but
they're gonna
that's the-
want to do it voluntarily.
but that's the key, is
Yes.
to get them to come to
Yes.
the BLM.
You always wanna
So
have it in
don't-
your controlled environment.
Got it, okay.
So what Maritza's going to do, you can call her.
Yeah.
This is, we had a long conversation. I narrowed it down to 2 messages for her. You want 2 messages and only 2. Take care of their needs. They're worried about getting a job, they're worried about their 401k. So let them know we have an entrepreneurship, like annuity, I can't say that word. We have an entrepreneurship opportunity, and we're doing that to a lot of other people throughout the state with different corporations. And I bring the list. This, by the way, Bill printed this for you. This is the list, just alone in Maryland, how many companies are laying people off.
Wow.
Now, some of them are passed, because they don't know what's posted ahead. And the ones that are passed, some of you folks, like I know definitely Tyler is, you're looking for someone who knows social media, and you can network to find these people. And it's probably even easier because you'll be able to find them. They got laid off, they're still looking for jobs. So you might want to invite them to that same day, October 31st, or invite them in through social media. You guys know how to do that? I'm learning too. Now, for those companies who haven't yet laid people off, those are proactively go after their human resources and do that. That's the only tough part, is to find the head of human resources and have that conversation. Although I'm getting hits. Andy's wife got a hit in Florida. Maritza just got one the other day. I got one in San Francisco, got one. I have one in Chicago when I was in Mancini's, got one. So, and I only did this 3 weeks ago. I'm working in Texas to try to get one there, because I want my own under my belt. I'm also working on New York. So the opportunities are, and almost every state has it. I haven't checked Maryland yet, but I believe they're here because I'm looking
Yeah.
at it. So what a wonderful recruiting activity and opportunity. Right now, year end, we're looking for annuity sales. I'm not selling annuities, so what? You need to recruit, at least present the information so they're gonna wanna roll it over with you. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we gave you a lot of ideas. I gave you one more, but this is, we talked about the pay campaign. It's a crazy idea right now. That's sick. Oh, but I don't sell guarantees. So what? Learn how to use it. Get in the house, sell it for them. You don't get commission, so what? Gerber's the easiest one. They take credit cards, so it's kind of sick. You pretend you're the client, you put it on their behalf, they get emailed and blah, blah, blah. And Gerber connects with them. We don't get paid, that's an automatic thing. I use them because they're easy, but I know EIG's got it if you're comfortable with them. Mutual of Omaha's got it as well. They just don't allow us to sell it yet. We will. I'm fighting every day with her. We're gonna get this done for you on your behalf. The second opportunity is at church. You go to church, talk to the pastor, what's in it for me? I think we discussed this. You can't give mixed messages. You go there, you stay with an objective. And both you, and what's your name again?
Greg.
Greg said the same thing earlier. You cannot do, oh no, I'm so, Shane did that. You can't, I'm sorry. You can't go in there and try to recruit someone you're selling. You can't sell it, you gotta live. Go there with a specific message, stay focused, stick with it. Accomplish your goal, then you can go to other things. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how you get after the church group. Pay campaign, church groups, what was the third one?
Uber.
Hey, Uber activity, once a week. You get a new person on board, let's get to work. I don't have time to fool around you. You wanna make money, how much money you gotta have?
500,000.
24 months.
Hey, listen, you gotta deliver for yourself. You wanna make your family proud, and you wanna start getting recruits and start putting money immediately. Set expectations. Out of 30 recruits, I got 3 people willing to pay the $200 and go for the licensing. Those are the 3 I'm focusing on. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste. You give me the money, the day you get your materials, you got 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you gotta get licensed. Once you get licensed, let's get to work. You got 1 month, you start getting checks. I don't have time. Let's make money. For every square foot here, I gotta pay rent.
Right.
You wanna make money here? Let's make money together. I gotta pay tuition, I got more just like you. We gotta make money. And you need to make your family proud, and you wanna be proud to be here, because I know you wanna be here. Well, let's make money. The hell? Does this help you? Okay, so we went over, now that was Uber, went over the pay campaign, the church, Uber, what's the other one?
Business owner.
Business policies, that's sick. Listen, this is another thing, it's addition to this, an addendum. The way you make money here is everyday activities, not at the end of the month at closeout. That means nothing to me, because I could throw in 30 applications, And at the end of the month, after you get promoted, 15 fall off. Because these recruits don't know any better. Oh, they think I throw it up there and it gets issued. That doesn't make sense to me. Because you guys have concerns. If you're waiting for the end of the month to get those applications, you're not addressing your concerns. You're faking it all the way, and you're getting promoted, but you don't have this. You're not making money, and that means you're not going to survive. Your recruit's not going to survive because you still have these fears. You got the shirt and everything means nothing unless you got a car with no engine. You ain't going nowhere. You got to make sure that engine, and you got to tune it up, and you want to take off. You want to enjoy it. You want to appreciate it. You want to open up that book. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So then we got the Uber. What else we talked about? The
Warn.
church group, the addendum, right?
Warn.
We need activity every day. Every day is an activity. Papalito, every day. That doesn't mean I don't like anything in that book. That book is valuable. Look, that information in that book is powerful. You're looking at someone who contributed to it. That's a great book. You can thank Greg and Mahal because he's the inspiration who started this thing. Patrick thought of it. Greg started it. I jumped on it. Let's get it done. And we got it done. But they can't digest the whole book. You can't just hand it to them and say, good luck. Page 250. Have them do this immediately. How many names?
100.
Put it away for how long?
3 days.
But you forgot, you gotta fold it and put it away. Then you pull it out, circle friends and family, let's get to work. I don't have time to wait. Aubrey, how many leads are you gonna get per application? 2 applications? 8 leads. That's sick. You're setting it up for success. They're gonna become lucky because of you. They're gonna be loyal, they will help you. Now, Uber drivers, then what was the last one?
Warn.
Uber Warn. That is a project that right now, it's sick. It is working. Today, it is working. People are making money now doing it. I only did this 3 weeks ago. And people are actively getting involved. Maritza, give her a call. You could call up Candy's wife. She's having a little trouble. We're going to get that sale for her. I'm not stopping. I don't have time. I'm here to share with you. And every time I get texts and stuff, Tia sent me a couple of texts. She had, oh, by the way, I got to tell you, your ear must ring. She had me crying. And I don't know if I would share this with you. She had me crying on the friggin' plane. I was here a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And she sent, his wife came to me, says, did you see this picture? It was an ugly picture of me, beautiful picture of her. Well, she wrote in the bottom, I didn't read it until I got on the plane. And you had me tearing. She said, boy, you changed my life, or something, you gave me valuable information. I got emotional, I'm still getting emotional. And the first thing, just to let you know, when I went to that office, and I was with Patrick, I go, did you read this? And he got emotional. And he says, you're gonna run into a lot of it, and I did. I ran into a lot of it, but now I'm paying more attention to it. Every word that you say to someone, you have no idea how you're going to affect them.
Right.
Every word, you have no idea how you're going to affect them. Clueless. And when you do something, I got to thank you. And my goal now, I have to make sure you're making crazy money. If you're not, I'm going to be upset. I have to make sure that you're successful. That is my goal. Patrick asked me, you tired yet? And I laugh. He'll do that on occasion. So you tired yet? And I go, no, I'm freaking pumped. Because I am. I leave here today, I'm freaking wired. I slept 4 hours last night. I was on an airplane, I was in San Diego. I'm not joking. I was supposed to come the day before, I don't know what day it was. They canceled the flight because there's storms here. Crap, now I'm stuck in freaking San Diego, rough place to be. But I had a lot of work to do and I didn't sleep. I pulled it all night, I'll sleep on a plane. I had to get up at 6 in the morning, whatever, take a plane from there to Atlanta. I had to run over to the other flight. That was delayed anyway while I'm sitting on the plane. Then from there, come here. I didn't get here till like the hotel. They had to change my hotel because they screwed up I had a hotel up here and they didn't go through some whatever, overbooked. So I ended up staying near the airport. And then I got up this morning. I have to work out at 5 to get rid of this thing. And I started making calls. And I think I asked Bill, what time I'll be here, man. And I took an Uber here. I haven't stopped. But I'm pumped because of you. I want to share this with you. I haven't been home. I'm home for 3 days. Tomorrow I'm going home. Early morning, we spend 2 or 3 days there. And my wife's got a whole honey-do list for me. I can't wait. But I got to paint and do this other crowd because we're having some kid from Italy come down. This is kind of freaky. But anyway, it's a whole other thing. I'm going to be away again. But I love sharing. I love to get text messages and information that you guys are successful. I can't tell you how pumped I get from this. And every time Patrick asks me that, I start laughing. And he goes, I'm freaking pumped. I love this. From here, I'm speaking. So this help you a little bit. I hope this information helps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's really important. I need you to make money. I need you to have your family proud. I need you to pass this along and make stupid money and have children named overrides. Okay. So write this down. I'm going to give you my Instagram address. I'm learning how to do this, so don't laugh. But everywhere I go, yes, you gotta run, please. But everywhere I go, I'm putting it on Instagram because I
People
want you
wanna
to hear
know
from your own peers how this is working. So I can put a lot of testimonials on there because I could have Bill up here, I could have everybody in this office up here, Chris and his wife, and I will tell you that it doesn't matter. It's like going over your head until you hear your peers. When you start hearing your peers, it's like, damn, this is crazy. They're making money. Make sense? You don't have to hear from us. I want you to hear from your peers. You're gonna hear a lot of testimonies. You scroll down there. Now, aside from that, I want to hear from you. When you get those big sales, you make a big step, let me know. So you send me a text or 1 minute testimonial. Here's my phone number, 908-418-6821. 908-418-6821. I respond to texts or emails. My email address is brandon@phpagency.com. brandon@phpagency.com.
Is that O-N or E-N?
O-N. Brandon means boy from the shining hill. Brendan means dirty hair.
It's Owen because he's always on.
So,
Brandon.
BRANDON at phpagency.com.
PHP agency.
Yes, ma'am. .com. That's all I'm And you have my phone number. My Instagram address is BrandonPHP. BrandonPHP. And if you don't have Instagram, download it. It's easy. I learned how to do it. So BrandonPHP. Now, how many of you have Facebook? How many of you have LinkedIn? I will tell you, when your clients are seeing you, they don't look at Facebook, they look at LinkedIn. Especially when you start coming across those big cases, which I'm going to address in 30 seconds. But your folks and your jobs, they the everyday sales. Forget the end of the month closeout. Every day's closeout. You should be doing this and getting those apps every day so you're making money. You need to get a steady income flow. This is not about like real estate. I make a sale, wait 6 months to get another sale. No, we're here to make money every day, and you have the activity and the tools to do so. So when you do Brandon PHP, look it up. Send me a 1 minute testimonial. You can text it to me and I'll post it. I want to brag about you guys. Okay? So you have my phone number, you have my Instagram address, you have my email address, and I would get on LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, make one up.
Okay.
It's not easy. It's easy. It's not hard. It's easy to do. And you can look me up. It's Brandon C. Ortiz on LinkedIn. C for cool. Yeah, right. My kids laugh every time I say that. Brandon C. Ortiz.
And they tell you it's actually for corny.
Yeah, corny. I get all kinds of crap. It's really Christopher is my name.
Brandon C. at LinkedIn?
No, Brandon C. Ortiz. Just when you do get on LinkedIn, just type my name. The search pops right. You can Google me. I pop up too. Yeah, you can Google me. I know how to say Google. So I'm on there. You can copy somebody else's profile, put it on there. I'll gladly link in with you. It's not a big deal. Patrick's connected to me, and we're all connected. But the idea is that when you're walking in a prospect's house, they want to know who you're connected with. They want to know how professional are you. Facebook, they don't want to see you sliding down a slide and hang out. They want to see, I'm going to get that person money. I want to see your professional side of you. It's a big deal. I closed the U.S. Tennis Association because of LinkedIn, which is kind of weird. And I'll show you this quick story. This guy who I knew when I was a regional with Allstate before he sent me to Australia, it's kind of weird over there. Anyway, so we're in the Bronx, and I go, Larry Pistola, Larry, I hope he's alive still, but we need to go over his book of business, and he needed to cross-sell life insurance. He didn't know how to do it. I go, Larry, yeah, pick a name. Oh, that's my friend's daughter, he's my client's daughter, she works for the U.S. Tennis Association. I'm like, call it. I don't want to call it. I'm going to lose my car insurance, the car insurance that he writes. I said, come on, Larry, please. I looked her up on LinkedIn, and I tried to find common ground with her, and I picked up the phone. He didn't reluctantly, but I picked up the phone, and I started a conversation with her because I had something in common. I looked at her profile on LinkedIn, so we had something to talk about. Made the appointment, kind of cool. And when I got there with Larry, it was like 3 weeks ago when we finally got there, this is how weird the world is. We walk in there, and the receptionist brings us to the conference room. She says, wait, I can't get started till I have my right-hand person with me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. She says, do you mind? I go, not at all. It happened to be my wife's best friend.
Wow.
She never told me she worked for the U.S. Tennis Association. Her name's Sally. I love Sally. Her name's Milano, by the way. I swear, that's her name. And I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. And what are you doing? She came in and gave me a hug. We closed the deal. U.S. Tennis Association. How sick is that? We did all the employees there in Westchester County in White Plains, New York. we close them. Larry was like, this is
Now
great.
that's sick.
He was saying, holy, that's what, he was freaking out. I said, Larry, then he gave me his whole book of business. Let's call somebody else. So there is opportunity out there. You gotta get out there and do these activities. You can't just talk about it. Pick one and run with it. Whether it's Warren, I like the Everyday Papelito thing with the 100 names, pick one. Suggestion, this, I would jump on this right away. We're just gonna
Yes.
lead into one quick item before we go. You're gonna have yourselves and your new recruits are gonna run into these big case opportunities. And they're gonna be distracted by it. You can't go after that one big elephant. Because if they do, they're gonna be distracted, not gonna make money. We have what's called an advanced training class. You guys went to that, right? The advanced training, the first one we had?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
listen to that one.
Yeah.
We did in Kelly.
So we had an advanced training, and Greg, his idea, we put it together, I worked with him on it, I thought it was great. And this is advanced training on how to sell big businesses and people with money. Because everyone says, oh, I'm afraid to talk to somebody with money because I don't feel confident enough to talk to them. And I start cracking up. But we have this advanced class, and the first thing that Patrick did when he came out, Patrick came up and he said, and I pick up on these things, you know? He says, I don't want you to forget about the everyday sales. Because you're gonna get that one sale, maybe 40, 50, 70, $80,000 commission, and then you're gonna starve. And you're gonna starve in between sales. So I'm gonna give you a hint. When they come across those cases, write down these 3 items. The first one is identify, bring it home, and the third one is we'll close it. So when you come across those big cases, I want you to identify it, bring it home, and we'll close it. I'm not saying to leave the money on the table. All I'm saying is I want to give my new recruit opportunity, not to leave it on the table, but I want them to continue to focus on the everyday sales. When you find a case like that, I want you to identify it, bring it home, and we'll close it. I had 2 attorneys that worked for me. At one point when I had my office, I told you about the beautiful office that I had, that I was broke, but it looked like I had a lot of money when I started. I didn't have any money, I was broke. I couldn't even freaking buy soda for lunch. It was crazy. But you walk in my office like, damn, it's nice, I want to write a check. I had 2 attorneys that worked for me, and I would purposely ask them a question because I'm a troublemaker, and I knew that it was a tax code. I knew the answer, and I'd throw it at them. And they would come back, I think I have an answer, but let me think about this and do a little more research. That's what they would say to me. And they go back in the office and fight it out, and I used to laugh. So when you come across something that you're not sure about, instead of BSing the client, they're gonna Google you and you'll never get back in the house. Say this, I think I got an answer, but I'm gonna do a little more research and I'm gonna get back to you with the proper answer. That's a great way to get out of it. And you take the information, you come back, and you come, I don't know what to do, what should I do? Call Brandon, okay. Yeah, we'll get an answer for you, I swear. And we'll come back and professionally respond to them. But bring it home. So those 3 items, identify,
Bring it home, we'll close it.
So when they come across a big opportunity, big case, tell them to do those things. Take as much information as possible, bring it home, we'll close it for you. Now last item, I'm gonna show you how we deal with, you wanna know about this, wealthy people? How to talk to them? You guys wanna know
Yes,
about it?
yes.
I don't want you to be distracted and close them, but I'm gonna show you what we do, because this happened the other day. I was in San Diego, and someone in San Diego's new couple started. She's got access to a whole bunch of business, and she's freaking out. And she said, Brandon, I don't know what to do. How do I talk to this person? They got a lot of money. I said, first thing you gotta think about is, what does it say on your forehead?
What's in it for
You
me?
have to understand that we have to answer that question. They care about their family, they really do. They love the family, they care about them. However, they have a different idea and mindset than we do. They have this, here, I'm gonna do this small. Here's a box, right? This is what they have. Now, I want you to draw a box on the left-hand side of your paper. This is a true story that just happened this week. Now, on top of that first box, I want you to write $5 million. That's how much a client was worth. Because I got the information. And I said, this is how we're gonna present it to the client. The client's got $5 million, and I want you to put negative 30% inside the box. I'm gonna do this quickly. Now, 30% of $5 million is how much? 1.5 million? Write that down at the bottom of the box. 1.5 million, so fresh in my mind. This is what a wealthy person thinks about. This person was worth $5 million. It's not that they don't care about their family, but they're more concerned about how to preserve their wealth. They don't want to lose the $5 million. And what they always do, they always say, They always say this when you speak to a wealthy person, well, I have a financial advisor. And I always say to them back, well, I know you got a stockbroker, and I'm sure they're making good money. I don't like, I trained a lot of stockbrokers, and they try to call themselves something they're not. I'm a financial advisor. Okay, you're a stockbroker. Anyway, so I always tell them, that's good, you have a good stockbroker, that's wonderful. I'm sure that you have a great relationship to make money for you. But have they set up, have they taken the time to set up an asset protection plan for you? Asset protection plan. Because they don't. I know they don't. Because stockbrokers don't do that. When the stock market's down, give me money. When the stock market's doing okay, give me money. When the stock market's going crazy, give me money. Every time you give them money, they make a fee. They don't care where the economy is. Just give me money. Greg, give me money. We're good.
You said asset protection plan?
Asset protection plan. What's that? Well, the people in my office train stockbrokers all the time. See, they want money, and if they're doing good, that's great, they're making money for you. But you're at that stage in your life where this is what's gonna happen. You got $5 million, and I draw that box, and I put $5 million on top. This is statistically, this is what goes on. My clients are worth $10 million and above, and this is what happens to them. See what I just did psychologically? Because they're being condescending to you, because I got $5 million, I got a financial advisor. So right away that tells me they're trying to say they're better than me. They always do that crap. And a quick story that's related to that. Anyway, so I go, yeah, well, this is people in my office, average clients, we have a 10 million and above. This is what happens though. And I put, just like what they did, put 5 million, this is their mindset. When they get sick and they have something wrong with them, their mind works, their body doesn't, they will spend up to 30% of their assets to make themselves better or to keep their toys. They can't drive the Lamborghini anymore, they can't enjoy the house, but they're so arrogant that it took so long, there ain't no way in hell they're gonna let go of their toys. They will pay whatever it takes to get better. And they don't want to depend on going into a home and be dependent on anybody. They don't want to do that. They want to stay, remain, because they're powerful, they worked hard to achieve what they got, and there's no way in hell they're gonna let that go. Statistically, it will spend up to 30% of their assets, in this case 1.5 million. So you got a box, 5 million on top, negative 30%, you got 1.5 in the bottom. I identified, and I tell them, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to spend 30% of your assets. And I only deal with 10 million and above, and this is what happens. It's going to happen to you. I don't think you're going to die right away. You're going to get sick, and something physically is going to happen to you. We just don't know when. Heart attack, stroke, a hit by a bus, it's going to happen to you. So what I train the stockbrokers to do, what they do in my office, is to set up an asset protection plan to preserve your money. Well, how do you do it? Well, this is what happens normally. So choice B, I draw another box next to that one, draw a box on the right side of it. And I want you to put, let's see, bear with me, but I have to find a death benefit worth 1.5 million, because in this case, 30% of his assets is 1.5. So I did the calculations, and it happened to be $50,000 a year. And the average premium I used to write was 150 a year, 150,000 a year. How sick is that? That was a premium. We used to have fun. Anyway, in this case, it was $50,000. So we're going to reallocate money from your portfolio. We're going to reallocate it from this box to the new box. So you draw a line from the left box to the right one and put $50,000 inside the second box. That's your premium. That's going to provide, on top of the second box, I want you to write 1.5 million. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to reallocate, shift some of your money from one box to the other. Now, $50,000, it's a lot to us, but to someone who's got $5 million, it's pennies. So we're going to now what this is going to do is it's going to provide an umbrella. I want you to